What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey, everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, all right, we're coming back to Beast in Black. Yes, indeed, Beast in Black fans, feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbidi bop, do me a favor, before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Morten Asbog and Radoslav Bukowski. They both want to see me react to this song by Beast in Black called Moonlight Rendezvous. Now, have I heard this song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, this sounds familiar, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Let's see, this was posted by Kimball81, okay? And the video has 72,000 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. A link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Beast in Black, Moonlight Rendezvous, live at Travesty, Helsinki, Finland. So August 3rd, 2022. Cool. Okay. Plus side, live performance. Downside, cell phone camera. These are always interesting. Sometimes the sound quality good, sometimes it's not. I guess we'll see how this one goes. Moonlight Rendezvous sounds like a ballad. I mean, look at the title, Moonlight Rendezvous. Tell me that doesn't sound like a stereotypical ballad-style song. Anyway, you know how I love ballads. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Crap. This muddy. mic awareness. Okay. I think I got the idea. Okay. Number one. I know the title is Moonlight Rendezvous, but and I know that, like, just looking at the title, immediately in my head, I hear, you know, a ballad style song. Not the case. I would not call this a ballad style song. I know it's a little slower than some of the songs that we've, you know, heard from them, but at the same time, I've heard slower from them. This is not a ballad. Absolutely not. It's got some good energy. It's got some good drive, actually. I'm a little surprised by that. Very pleasantly surprised by that. I'm not going to pull any punches here. The sound quality on this video is, I hate to say it, it's trash. It's absolute trash. It's a cell phone video. And I'm sorry, but cell phone videos, especially, you know, when you're as close to the stage as it looks like this guy might be, you're going to get your microphone seriously overdriven. Now, the footage looks good. The video looks clear. It looks crisp. It looks high quality, but the audio is just oof. It's a little tough. I can basically make out the chordal progression, basically, but it's rough, man. It is definitely rough. I'll do everything I can. Vocally, he sounds really good, actually. I saw the mic awareness at the beginning on the first note. He really moved that mic above because he didn't want to blow that microphone out. And ever since then, he started singing softer, and he brings the microphone closer to his mouth. Smart, good usage of mic awareness. I like that. Though so far, I mean, it looks good. It sounds good. It doesn't, I'm not going to lie, it doesn't look great. They're on a small stage. I get it. And they're doing everything they can. I've seen some blocking from them. It's clearly well rehearsed. So that's good. And they're doing everything they can on a small stage. So I'm not hating it. I'm not hating it. I wish they were on a little bit bigger stage so they could do a little bit more. But anyway, let's get back into this and let's see what else they got here. Okay, so he's singing along with track. The bass player might be on it. Oh, okay. Modulation. Big difference with that solo patch. microartist again. It's a smaller venue. I can tell it's a smaller venue. Smaller venue, smaller stage. It's limiting. And I get the feeling that they're doing the best they can, given the circumstances. So I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad. They did the best they could, but at the same time, I still have to hold them to a certain standard. And I don't know. We'll have to see how this turns out. I need to think about it. So let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Beast in Black with Moonlight Rendezvous. This was a request from Morten Asvog and Radoslav Bukowski. Okay. You know, the funny thing, I thought there was going to be more to talk about. I was really ready to, you know, talk about this for like 15, 20 minutes, but after I really thought about it, there really isn't that much to discuss. There really isn't. So we're probably going to have a pretty short review here. So let's get to it. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that overall presentation a 7.8. Yep, 7.8. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, first things first, a 7.8. What does that mean? Well, a 7.8 would translate to a really good scale rating. So overall, I think the overall presentation was really good. It would also get 4 to 5 stars and a B+ letter grade. So there you go, 7.8, really good scale rating, 4 to 5 stars, and a B+ letter grade. Now, how did I come up with that score? So glad you asked. I'm just going to get this out of the way right now. The quality. Okay. The video looked good. The clarity looked good. I wish we would have just stayed pulled back a little bit more. We couldn't see the bass player at all whenever the lead vocalist was singing. He was really, whoever was filming this was really dialed in on zeroing in on the lead vocalist. And it's a little bit of a factor because I'm going to get to that a little bit later. But as far as the quality of the actual video, just the video, it looked really good, actually. I was actually kind of surprised. I don't know if he was using a tripod or he was maybe up on a balcony and was putting his elbows, you know, maybe he was in the front of the balcony. He was using his elbows, you know, on the lip and was just stabilized while he was filming, because we really didn't see a whole lot of shaking or bouncing or jittering. It was a pretty smooth video. The audio, on the other hand, was trash. The audio quality was so bad. It was so muffled and so overdriven. It was hard to listen to. Now, here's the thing. Do I blame the band for this? No, I don't. The band did not release this video. The band did not film this video. The band did not post this video on their official page. The band had nothing to do with this, okay? So I cannot hold the band accountable for the quality of the video and the audio that we got. So no, it did not affect the score. So everybody take a deep breath, okay? Not a factor. I'm not that, listen, I'm heartless, but I'm not that heartless, okay? Let's talk about the songwriting. The songwriting actually was very pleasantly surprising. I saw the title, Moonlight Rendezvous, and I was thinking to myself, that sounds like a ballad. Brace yourself. We're going to be here for a while listening to a ballad. And I was very pleasantly surprised that was not the case at all. I like that little intro at the beginning. That sounded good. A good way to lead into the track. I'm curious, was this the beginning of the show? Is this how they opened up their show for that tour? I don't know. Maybe. It's very possible. Not a bad way to start, actually. It's not, I would like, something a little more upbeat, but I mean, it's not a bad way to go. The crowd seemed to know it. The crowd seemed to like it. So nothing wrong with that if it was their show opener. The chordal progression, pretty simple, pretty easy to follow, but with some nice modulations to really help kind of differentiate between where in the song we were. When we were doing the main riff on the verses, it sounded very defined. When we would switch to the pre-chorus, we would modulate down. I believe we went down to the fifth, which was nice. And then for the chorus, we came back up again. With a different chordal progression, though, than what we had in the verse. A lot more movement in the chorus, making things fresh, keeping things interesting, keeping things unpredictable, which I really liked. I absolutely liked that. The melodic lines, counter melodic lines sounded just fine. They made perfect sense. Nothing stuck out like a sore thumb. Nothing made me scratch my head and go, why in the world did they do that? Nope. Everything sounded good across the board. The track usage. Let's be honest here, okay? Let's be 100% honest here. Was there track usage? Yes, there was, through the entire song. I could tell when, that the lead vocalist is sitting there, singing by himself. There's no one else on a microphone. Now, here's where there is a point of contention, okay? I heard at times 2 voices and sometimes 3 voices. But I couldn't see the bass player. I saw the guitar player on stage left the entire time, and there was a number of times where you heard 2 or 3 voices, and he was on a mic. Was the bassist on a mic, though? I don't know. I couldn't see him. So it's possible one of those extra voices was the bass player. It's possible. Now, do I think it was? No, I don't think it was. I think it was, I think it was track usage. Now, a lot of people will call that lip syncing. A lot of people will call that cheating. Here's the thing. When the vocalist was singing and there were suddenly multiple voices and you saw the guitar player get on the mic for just a couple of spots, I could hear a little bit of an increase in the number of voices, just ever so slightly. So his microphone is live. He is singing along with track, and when the track is going and he's not singing, he's not there on the microphone lip sync. So I know some people are going to say that's cheating. I know some people are going to say that's lip syncing. I do not. I have no problem with track usage when it's utilized like this, when they're being open and honest about it. They're not trying to pretend like they're on the mic singing when there's when it's clear that they're not. You know what I mean? I appreciate what they did. And I don't mind the track usage. It's when bands try to fake it, and bands sit there and lip sync with track usage, and they're not actually singing live into the mics. These guys clearly aren't, because you can hear a little bit of a difference. So I have no issue with it. I have no problem with it whatsoever. As far as the vocal performance goes, I believe, I remember his name is Giannis, if I'm not mistaken. I loved and really appreciated his mic awareness. He really understood his vocal power and knew when he was going to belt it, because he needed to belt it, keep the microphone away from his mouth. Just keep it up here, point it down slightly so it'll pick it up, yes, but it won't get blown out. When he would sing softer, he'd bring the mic down in front of his mouth again. Smart. I absolutely appreciate that. Nothing worse than being a crowd and having the vocals belt it, and it just, kills you. No, overall, I think the song was really nice. I would give the song on its own about a 7.6, honestly. But I'm giving this a 7.8. What happened there? Well, if you've been watching this channel for any amount of time, you already know what I'm going to say. So say it with me, kids.
Sing it out one time.
A live show can help your score, or it can hurt your score. In this case, it helped a little. It helped a little bit. Now listen, again, I am not completely heartless, okay? I have been in their position where you're playing in a small venue with a small stage and your options are limited, okay? I absolutely get it. And what they do with their blocking looked good, okay? Blocking, another fancy name for choreography. Doesn't sound quite so bad when you call it blocking, though. But yeah, it's choreography. Let's just call a spade a spade. It is what it is, okay? But we like to call it blocking in the business. So, blocking. Their blocking looked good. It looked appropriate. It was utilized in appropriate ways, and it wasn't over the top. It was subtle, but it got the job done, and I appreciated that. When you're playing on a smaller stage like that, you're not going to be able to run around a whole lot. And if you try, you got to be real careful because you don't want to trip over each other. You don't want to bump into each other. Real quick, funny story. One time we were on stage, and we a band I was in at the time, we were trying to move back and forth with each other, and I was going by the lead vocalist, and my headstock bumped into his shoulder. I guess I hit it a little harder than I thought because all of a sudden my C string was gone. It was literally I'm like, did I break a string? My C string's hanging down, but it's really hanging down heavily. And I'm like, what happened there? Somehow, when I bumped into my lead vocalist, my C peg, the tuning peg, literally broke off. It did not just the tuning peg, the wood snapped, and my C string just went down to the ground. And I'm like, well, that's not good. Luckily, I had to back up, but I had to get that thing fixed. That was not cheap. But yeah, when you're on a small stage like that, you got to be careful because you're going to bump into. How he didn't get hurt, I don't know. I remember looking at Paul going, how did that not hurt you when we were done with the show? I'm like, is your shoulder okay? He's like, yeah, I didn't feel a thing. I was like, what? How did you broke my headstock. How did you not feel anything? You know, the only thing I can think of is maybe there was a hairline crack there from some other show and, you know, just bumping into him just finished the job. That's all I can think of. You gotta be careful on the smaller stages, man. Be aware of your surroundings and be careful when you guys are passing by each other because accidents can and do happen. So they did what they could do within a live setting. Were they doing everything they could do though? Let's go down the checklist. Let's find out. Stage presence, yeah, check. They definitely got that. They look like performers. They acted like performers, so they got stage presence down. Stage energy. Well, through the usage of blocking, yes, stage energy was there. Stage interaction. That I did not see. They were doing the blocking together, but they were never really interacting with each other. So unfortunately, that one did not get the check. But crowd interaction got a check. We got a number of moments of crowd interaction. The two guitar players, the lead vocalist constantly interacting with the crowd. So that got a big check. Showmanship. Yeah, between the blocking and the lead vocalist interacting with the crowd, showmanship was there. So that gets a check. Production. I guess those side fills, maybe that's production, I guess. Yeah, all right, that's a bit of a stretch, but I'll give it a check for that. It's a weak check, but it's getting a check. So this is how I'm coming up with a 7.8 all the way up. Yeah, all the way up from a 7.6. Did that make any difference as far as rating? No, 7.6 would be a B plus as well. So the difference between a 7.8 and a 7.6, honestly, it's just the number. So even if it had gotten to 7.6, it still would have been really good. Still would have gotten 4 stars. Still would have been a B plus, okay? But it is getting the 7.8 because of the live show. So yeah, I feel good about that score, and that's where we're going to stay. So let's wrap everything up here in a nice shiny bow, shall we? We got a 7.8, which is a really good skill rating, 4 to 5 stars, and a B plus letter grade. Take your pick. I don't care. Whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hope I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching. And as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.